our library and information science subject, we can say that, we are going to use in a systematic manner. We are finding a new things, or we are discovering a new things, or we are finding a facts, or we can say that we are, innovative new things for the anything. We can say that we can say that it's a research methodology. That research methodology where we are going to use for the research, isn't it? Is there any systematic method for that? Is there any systematic views for that? Earlier we discussed about the descriptive research and systematic research, analytical research. We can say that various research styles or various research methods we discussed, isn't it? What is the planning for the research? And which area we are going to research means, the first thing is we said, finding a solution to the problem. That means problem it is there, we have to find for the solution, isn't it? The same thing we are going to find new things means, it is deadly need for the that particular area, or is there any problem is there? We are finding new facts, we are innovating new things, we are discovering new things. The same thing is, what is the planning for your research? Research, before going to do the research, we have we discussed about in the physical classes. There is a systematic plan is required. What are those planning? Sir, problem is required. Okay, problem is required. Before going to submit your research project, or before going to submit your project, or before going to submit your proposal for the research, isn't it? You supposed to submit one skeletal or synopsis, or we can say that in a proposal. What it is contain actually, what it is, we are going to provide in that content. See whether your problem it is there, means you have an idea for that particular problem area. Is it necessity for that particular research, need of the problem, or we can say that significance of the problem? And that means problem in the sense research or study, we can say that. In what is in your mind, that we can say that what is your objective for your research, what is your hypothesis in your research, isn't it? Which method you are going to use for your study? Earlier anyone can did the same research in that area. Either any book has come in that particular area, any article has come in that particular area, or that we can say that we have to go through the review of literature, we can say that, isn't it? Review of literature, we have to check. Then methodology, which methodology you are going to use? Survey method you are going to use, isn't it? Or random sample or descriptive method, various methodology we are going to use. Which method you are going to use? That means you have to put in your proposal. And another one we can say that, another one we can say that data collection. How you are going to collect the data? It is one of the primary and most important thing in the research. How we are going to collect the data? And afterward, you have to divide the chapterization of your research work, or your proposal work, or your project work. I know usually 4 chapters or 5 chapters, depends on your research, depends on your project, depends on your dissertation, and how many chapters as per your convenience, which is belongs to the a systematic manner, whether it is having research methodology or not, whether it is having review of literature or not, whether you are going to data analysis or not, you are going to finding or not, you are going to conclusion, I mean that we can say that bibliography or not, you are going to put any annexity on that. That means these type of chapters are there. You put a proposal to your guide, or you put a proposal to your research institution, or any corporate institution, or funding institution, or R&D institution. If really your research proposal is good, we can say that. Or your synopsis is good, your research work is good, definitely you are going to get the funding or PhD seat, or your project will be approved, or your thesis will be approved, or your dissertation will be approved. Of course, whatever it may be, it is based on your work. So data collection is one of the most primary important thing in your research work, or your project work, or your thesis work or the dissertation work, or even you are going to submit uh, a small 2 3 things survey report. Also data collection is important. Data collection, usually where we are going to collect the data in research, ఎక్కడి నుంచి తీసుకుంటాం అమ్మా రీసెర్చ్ లో డేటా కలెక్షన్? సౌందర్య, హిమబిందు, రాజేశ్వరి, స్రవంతి, సరితా విజయ్. హౌ we are going to collect the data? ఎట్లా చేస్తామమ్మా? వేర్ we are going to get the collect the data? అన్ని మర్చిపోతున్నారు మీరు. See, when we are going to collect the data means for the research or general purpose or whatever it may be, there are 3 types of the sources we have to collect the data. One is primary sources, another one is secondary sources, third one is tertiary sources. What is the primary sources? What is the secondary sources? What is the tertiary sources? See, when we are going to collect the data, see, nobody will, I know innovative means సార్ నేను కొత్తది కనిపెడుతున్నానంటే ఒక థీసిస్ ఒక ప్రపోజల్ మొత్తము ఒక నైట్ మొత్తం ఆలోచించి లేదా బుర్రలో నుంచి వచ్చి ఎవరికి రాయందంతా రాయడం కాదు రీసెర్చ్ అంటే. ద డాటా కలెక్షన్ వేర్ వి ఆర్ కలెక్టర్, ఆల్రెడీ ఐ సెడ్ any book came in that particular area, our reports are related work are containing in that area, or any survey report, or any encyclopedia of encyclopedia, or any book it is there, or any journal it is there, or any periodical it is there, or any thesis it is there, that you have to go through that one. Whether which area we are going to do the research, that area information it is any related information it is there or not. If it is there, you have to go through that one. If which content it is really useful to you, you can take it, but with a systematic manner. I said, without acknowledgement to the author, or without acknowledgement to the where you are citing, where you are grabbing, where you are taking, that you have to mention. Otherwise, you will be penalized. That we can say that you will be plagiarized, penalized, isn't it? See, these 3 sources we are going to collecting the data. Another thing is, we are collecting the data from the various sources, such as I said questionnaire, observation, interview, isn't it? Questionnaire, observation, interview. Questionnaire, what is the meaning of the questionnaire? How many types of the questionnaire it is containing? Whether the questionnaire will be, on what basis we are going to prepare a questionnaire or making a questionnaire. That means, before going to prepare a questionnaire, do you have a lot of knowledge or basic knowledge on that particular research area? Because you are making it one question, because the user or respondents, he may not understand that particular language. That means whatever the language you are going to use, whatever the terminology you are going to use, common people can understand, isn't it? Of course, you have a lot of knowledge on that particular area, but other people, means the user, they may not have an idea for that, isn't it? The second one is, many of the people, they don't have time to fill the questionnaire. Another one is, you have a knowledge on that particular area. Another one is, many of the people, what they feel, they don't have time to fill it. Then another one is, many of the people, what they feel, See, whatever you want to now write it, I'll do the signature and the end of the your question. The another one is many of the people, some people they feel that they don't know because whether the questionnaire will be structured or unstructured, because some people will put a questionnaire in that right, no, those no, two areas they will be tick, or sometimes the question will be many of the Ambedkar Open City students have passed in distinction. He said yes, and the same thing the next question, many of the university Ambedkar Open University students are not having knowledge. Yes, again, and they are not getting job. Yes, and again they will say that many of the unemployment Ambedkar Open University students are facing the problem. Yes, because he don't know what is the implication for the first question, second question, third question. Are these questions are related to the your work or not? That's what when we are going to prepare a questionnaire is related to the your objectives. No, because when you are going to prepare a questionnaire or making a questionnaire, that questionnaire is related to the work or not. On what basis you are making the questionnaire? The questionnaire will be based on your objectives. Questionnaire will be based on your work, research work or project work. That we can say that uh, 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 the theme of your work will be connected to the other. Your work will be based on the libraries, or we can say that related to any particular area. You are going to ask the question to the what is your opinion about that particular movie or something, not related to the question why you are going to post, why you are going to ask. That means the questionnaire, when we are going to prepare a questionnaire, questions will be based on your objective or related to your work, and user can understand your questionnaire or simple terms or normal terminology. That means layman can also understand that particular language. Or sometimes I said always he said that yes, 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 sir. Some people they don't have time to you can do the whatever you want to take wherever you want to take it, and I'll do the signature. That means you have to clarify. We have to cross verify that whether many people say that I said just always they put into the right into the all areas. When we are going to analysis part, yeah, based on your questionnaire, you are going to do that now. It will you will get different type of results you may get. That means an unrelated result it may occur. Sometimes they will ask the external people are myself they may be asking final questionnaire you prepared like that, your objective is like that, you after completion of your analysis part that data is coming like that. No, somewhere you did some mistakes. And what you have to do, the researcher out here, what you have to do is cross verify data. Whatever the data is giving, the data is correct or not. Yes, obviously. Just a minute. రాజు నేను క్లాస్ లో ఉన్నా. What happened, many of the people, what they feel, now when they are going to give the questionnaire,
ఏదైనా స్టూడెంట్
people, Amma, please unmute yourself.
మన ఇంట్లో ఏం జరుగుతుంది సూపర్
Unmute yourself. Savanti, unmute yourself. See, because sometimes many of the people what they feel, because I'm working with the one defense research institutions or one private research institution while collecting the data, because I may not give full information, because some information we may not give, we may give, because that is depends on you know the secrecy of that particular institution, because always they won't give exact information, and they will give some information, they may give, they may not give. అట్లాంటి టైంలో వాట్ వీ హావ్ టు డూ ఇస్, సార్ ఆయన మొత్తం ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇవ్వలేదు కాబట్టి వీఆర్ ఆల్సో నాట్ మెన్షనింగ్ అన్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ అనాలిసిస్ పార్ట్. Did you do like that? No, not like that, because questionnaire, of course we are preparing for that. So you take example of the budget of all government institutions. Of course the government is not giving single penny for the development of libraries, as you have to mention in government is not mentioning giving not spending or allocating single budget, that's why the libraries are not developing. So government government should support to the libraries at any cost. They have to mention they have to spend the lot of money for the development of libraries. We can't write like that, but thing is we want negative. At the same time, when we are going to interpret the data, don't we comment on the negative at the same time, not for I mean positivity, what is exactly it is there in that particular institution, but nobody will harm that whatever the terminology we are going to use. And you have to mention in the suggestions, it is suggested that the government institutions to spend lot of the money for the development of the library. That's okay, you can give the suggestions, but not comment, though it is a right. Because I said even some a right to information act, the defense institution, why they are not considering it, the same thing, because we are not going to give the some secrecy information, the same thing institutions they are not going to give, isn't it? And structured questionnaire, open structure, unstructured questionnaire. We are preparing a structured questionnaire, unstructured questionnaire. Structured questionnaire means when we are going to use collecting the data, preparing a questionnaire means systematic scaling. We are scaling system. Some people may use, or some people say that exactly yes or no. Some people they mentioned use their interest. Because I'll say one question, what is your opinion about the development of libraries? No, what is your opinion on availability of your library collection? My opinion, okay, satisfactory, not satisfactory, fully satisfactory, or satisfactory. That we can't mention. That is my opinion, isn't it? That's what, when we are making the questionnaire, preparing a questionnaire, some questions may added like strongly yes or no. Some questions to may be added as per your your opinions. Some questions will be based on the scaling, like that. Questionnaire will be structured and unstructured. And another thing is open-ended questionnaire and closed-ended questionnaire. What is open-ended questionnaire? What is closed-ended questionnaire? Already I said about this questionnaire. I think 4 to 5 people are there in the classroom also. Do you have any idea, Amma? Just you give me some information regarding this. Anyone? Regular వచ్చే వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు కదా? శాంతి బిల్కుల్.
When we are going to know about the idea about answers, that is
Okay.
open-ended.
Open-ended.
Yes.
Okay.
We didn't idea about the answer. That closed-ended, I thought.
Have you attended my physical classes?
From last 2 weeks, I didn't attend, sir, actually.
Okay. What about remaining? అమ్మా రైట్ అయినా రాంగ్ అయినా ఏమి చెప్పండి, మీకు తెలిసింది మీరు చెప్తారు, నాకు తెలిసింది నేను చెప్తాను. ఫైనల్లీ ఏంటంటే అట్లీస్ట్ వాట్ యు నో అనేది వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ అండర్స్టాండబిలిటీ అనేది నాకు కూడా ఒక ఐడియా వస్తుంది కదమ్మా. దట్ ఈస్ మై ఇంటెన్షన్. చెప్పండి, ఇబ్బంది ఏం లేదు దాంట్లో. రైట్ రాంగ్ అనేది ఏమి ఉండదు. academics always learning process. Nobody will expert on that particular area. Even your teachers, your professors also, they are learners. Somebody is trying to speak. Malati, I think. Malati ఏమని చెప్పాలమ్మా? Huh? What about Himabindu? Manjusha? Ramya?
Open-ended just no limitation.
Okay.
Closed means options. Yeah, means choice A, B, C, D.
Good,
Closed.
good, very good. Then, Inka? What's your name, amma? మీ పేరేం హిమబిందు?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then another one?
Open-ended means no limitations.
Okay. Anyone? Anyone? What about whatever Himabindu said is 100% is correct. When we are making a questionnaire, open-ended means it will gives your opinion. It will gives your means in the sense here on the concept of user-oriented we are talking. When we are going to collect one particular content of the data, when we prepare the questionnaire, just you take example of the what is your opinion of your library? Just you put a dash. We can't say exactly, yes or no, good or bad, or we can't say exactly, we can't analyze that particular question. If we will open that question, the user, the respondent may write his own view, isn't it? Because we can't expect what he is going to write. Yes or no, good, very good, bad, very bad, that's there is no specific limitation for that. Open-ended is nothing but there is no specific limitation or restriction for that particular question. But closed-ended means they'll give some restriction for that question, some restriction, some specific limitation for that particular question. So that's why open-ended, you may add it and a brief information about that particular question. But closed-ended is not like that. Whatever the question they already framed in the objectives, either A, B, C, D, either 1, 2, 3, 4, either 1 or 2, either 6 formula or scaling formula, whatever it may be, isn't it? Whatever it may be, that we can say that it's a closed-ended questionnaire, isn't it? Yeah. When we are going to prepare the questionnaire, what is the use? What is the losses? What is the benefit for the researcher? Means here, because I'm somewhere, I'm staying at Coimbatore, but I need the information about this particular, Hyderabad IFLU information. How I'm going to get? Because I don't have any friends. Because hello, ఎట్లా తీసుకోవాలం? How we are going to get the data from the CFL IFLU? See, because I don't have a friend, because we are not mucky to mucky copy from the website, IFLU website. But thing is, I need the information about that particular opinions of their respondents. Of course, my respondents are belongs to the research scholars and faculty members. Because I don't have any idea from my, I can't spoke overnight by the telephonic information, because it is very difficult. Some people may respond, some people may not respond. But when we are going to make a questionnaire, people at least they will give some information, isn't it? That is the possibility. Yes.
Sir,
Yes.
I did not understand open-ended or closed-ended. Means
Closed-ended.
what? అదే అంటే నాకు ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు అన్స్ట్రక్చర్డ్ స్ట్రక్చర్డ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అని చెప్పారు కదా, అందులో ఓపెన్ ఎండెడ్ అంటే ఏంటి?
No, no, no.
అది అర్థం కాదు.
Here,
అది అర్థం కాదు.
నేను చెప్తాను. Structured questionnaire means when we are going to prepare a questionnaire or question, we are to prepare that questions will be framed a systematic manner, that we can say the structured. Ante structured means whether we are going to use one question for the 6-point formula or 4 formula, or we can say that rank priority, rank order, or yes or no. We are going to prepare that question is a systematic, a structure order. Unstructured means some questions may be prepared for the rank only, for the first priority, second priority only, some only yes or no, some only. We are not going to prepare a structure questionnaire, isn't it? Structured,
Like
unstructured.
unstructured means true or false, like it's correct or wrong. It's like
Yeah.
అలా.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
Isn't
Thank
it? Then
Ah,
another one is, you said open-ended and closed-ended questionnaire. Open-ended means, I said already about, it's a open of your thoughts you can put into that question. ఆ క్వశ్చన్ యొక్క ఆన్సర్ మీ మైండ్ లో ఉంటది. బట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ గిది పెట్టండి గది పెట్టండి అని చెప్పేసి నో బడీ విల్ ఫోర్స్ యూ. ఈవెన్ ద క్వశ్చనర్ ద రీసెర్చర్ దే నెవర్ ఫోర్స్ యూ. బట్ థింగ్ ఈస్ దే విల్ గివ్ సమ్ క్వశ్చన్, యూ కెన్ రైట్ ఇట్ ఓన్. మీ మనసులో ఏం నచ్చిందో అక్కడ వన్ లైన్ రాస్తారా, 2 lines రాస్తారా, 3 lines రాస్తారా, అంటే దెర్ ఇస్ నో స్పెసిఫిక్ అండ్ ఫర్ దట్. దట్ మీన్స్ whatever the gap given in that question, you can write it own yourself. And another one is, you said in a closed question. What it is closed question means, we have some restrictions for that particular question. Only yes or no, or good or bad, or sometimes rank, first rank, second rank, third rank, or otherwise priority, first priority, second priority, third priority. Scaling system, we can say that. Agree, strongly agree, disagree, just like that. అంటే మనకున్నటువంటి క్వశ్చన్ యొక్క ఆన్సర్ ఆ కింద ఇవ్వబడ్డటువంటి 4 ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్ లో నుంచి కానీ, లేదా 2 ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ నుంచి కానీ, 6 ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ నుంచి కానీ, లేకపోతే ఎన్ని ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ దాంట్లో నుంచి మాత్రమే సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. అంటే దెర్ ఇస్ నో ఆప్షన్ ఫర్ రైటింగ్ అవర్ ఓన్ వ్యూ, క్లోజ్డ్, restricted for that particular area only. That we have to mention closed-ended questionnaire. That we can say that questionnaires for collection, what is the use, what is the and a benefit for that means we are getting any research. You take example of the social sciences or whatever. 70% of the researchers are collecting from the data, that particular it's one of the wonderful data collection tool, isn't it? Another one is observation. What is the meaning of observation? Participative observation, non-participative observation. When we are going to collect the data of that particular institution, or when we are going to collect the data from the particular person or user, whatever the giving the answer, writing the answer, or tick into that particular question is correct or not, we have to observe. He means who? Researcher have to observe. That means here directly observe, directly participant, indirectly participant. Directly participant means The researcher is supposed to observe whatever the things in his institution, because I'm working in the one particular institution, because I don't have a digital library, but I will mention in questionnaire, we have digital library. Daily 1,000 people are coming to our library, one of the great library. Daily prime ministers are coming to the library, daily ministers are coming to the library, or daily IAS officers are coming to the library. Oh, we can fill it as per our own view. But thing is, the actuality is, there is no what the respondents is giving the answer. But when we are going to observe, but nobody is there. Observation will give, okay, the respondent is giving the proper information or not, the respondent is giving true information or not. If we are going to participate అంటే డైరెక్ట్లీ మీరు కనుక ఉన్నట్లయితే యూ కెన్ అబ్జర్వ్ ఇట్. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ పార్టిసిపేట్, నాన్ రెస్పాండెంట్ అంటే నాన్ రెస్పాండెంట్ కాకుండా డైరెక్ట్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడం మీన్స్ అని అంటే, సపోజ్ ఐఎమ్ వర్కింగ్ విత్ ది చెంచల్గూడ జైల్, but when we are question library, Chenchalguda jail library, when we are making preparing a questionnaire or giving the answer to the questionnaire, daily 200 people VIPs are coming to the library, and digital library we are using, Koha software we are using, daily we are using audio visual questions and all those things. When we are making these answers, are you believe that jail anybody is VIPs are coming to visit the library, or daily 200 people are visit the library, or because even you are going to meet that particular person personally, but you have an idea, because prison libraries are only meant for the prisoners. Other people, they won't come. How he is giving the wrong information? It is very bad. No, how you know? Because you have an idea at that particular area. That's why you are telling that observation method is helping to the, if you are participated, not participated, that means two type of helping to us. And what it is, it will help, the relation will improve, the network will improve the respondent and researchers. What it is in the role, what it is in the actually field level, we can observe it. What is the pain and gain? That means how much of pain we are getting the collection of the data, and a researcher will know. Sometimes questionnaire, when we are making send the questionnaire, because I'm staying at Coimbatore, even though when I'm sending the questionnaire by the email or Google WhatsApp or various sources, social media, or some people are responding and they will send back to the researcher. But observation is not like that, isn't it? You supposed to, or otherwise you have an idea, other people you can send also. If you participated directly means how much of time it will take, what is his behavior of the respondent. Some people time that I don't have to observation, you know the findings, facts, a field reality you can, isn't it? Field reality you can find it. So that is the benefits for the observation method. Another one is interview method. What is the interview method? Interview method means, what is the meaning of interview method? ఇంటర్వ్యూ మెథడ్ అంటే ఏంటమ్మా?
క్వశ్చనింగ్ చేయడం కదా సార్.
క్వశ్చనింగ్ చేయడం. క్వశ్చనింగ్ చేస్తే డాటా వస్తుందా?
వస్తుంది, అడిగి తెలుసుకోవడం సార్.
To interact sir.
To interact. Okay. See, nowadays we are observing, you take any area, either politics, government jobs, private jobs, or research, whatever it may be. Interview is one of the primary data collection tools. How? You take example of the TV9 people are question our means they will give one particular program for the question hour. political leaders, they will call and they will ask the question, isn't it? Why I'm telling? Because earlier, the ETV people, they prepared like that. ETV is India's second richest resource library in media side. India's second richest library. Richest means I'm telling about the resources, Simon in the finance wise also. That much of the resource data they have. Because what it is, sir, what is the use for the interviews? Em sir, a particular తీసుకొచ్చి కూర్చోబెట్టాడేదో ముచ్చటెప్పి తీసుకుంటారు మీరు. What is the use means? He will give some information, his views, his opinions, his party opinions, his future opinions, his life background and biography. Sometimes he feels, I did lot of work for that, my career. Some people may, inspire his stories. After he will become a PM or CM or whatever it may be, what they will do? Earlier, whatever he said, that data will reveal every minute, every second, every half an hour, every 20 minutes. They will, because data you can't find where they will generate means these type of data collected, they will generate, isn't it? And another one is, you take example of the jobs, private jobs or government jobs. Many of the people directly participating in a face-to-face interview with the HR manager, or otherwise I'm a researcher. I'm going to meet the respondent direct face-to-face. I need the Miru. If Lulu, how many years you're working as a teacher, and what is your specialty? How many books you read? How much of the time spent in your library? How much of time spent for the library website? How much of what are the sources you are accessing? See, that means these questions are related to the my work. So I am face to face. I'll take the interview with the respondent. Respondent రీసెర్చ్ స్కాలర్ అయిన ఉండొచ్చు, ఫ్యాకల్టీ మెంబర్ అయి ఉండొచ్చు, లేదా ఇంకోరు మనకు టార్గెట్ ఆడియన్స్ అయితే ఉండొచ్చు. Directly we are collecting the data from that particular person. Sometimes, I don't have the time. What I have to do? I'll make a call to that particular person. Sir, I'm so and so. Can you spare 2 minutes for us? Or can you spare 10 minutes for us? Because I'm doing the research. I need some information from you. I need your valuable time for the taking some questions. Okay, if he is really free, he can. If he is not really free, okay, you can call me after 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or 1 day, 2 days. After 1 day, 2 day, again we will call them. We will collect the data from that particular person. What it is means, it will create a network, interact with the other person, and what is reality? I said, observation and interact. An interview, what we will get, when we are going to meet elder people, or various type of people we are meeting. At that time, what we have to know is their behavior, their attitude. Some people may arrogant, some people may very serious, some people may workaholic, some people may very funny. But always we have to humbly request them. That means various type of people they may get it at that time. Some people, what is it? Bullshit. I don't have time. Why you are coming to the killing my time? Okay. Sorry, sir. I'll come later. Whenever you will free, just give me a ring. Or otherwise, can I send a message, text message after 2 days? As you wish, sir. That means, when we are requiring the data from others, means our request will be also same like that. Because not నేను రీసెర్చ్ స్కాలర్ని మీరు నాకు ఎందుకు ఇవ్వరు? It's not right, isn't it? Of course, your research work will be completion. The research will be put into the public domain. That will be helpful to the all. Of course, that now research for all, not only the 1 or 2 single persons, isn't it? But thing is, when we are making, when we are preparing a data collection means the interview method, how we are going to face your, we need as a researcher, we need lot of patience, lot of skills is required, because some people, I said interview when we are going to ask the question, he'll give answer some another question. That means that's what I said, cross verification is important. And ichindanta correct ena, whether we are going to observe or not, because they have a particular idea about that particular institution in our mind. The same thing will reflect it. I know one engineering college, they may expect in medical resources. No, because it's a general phenomena. But the engineering college librarian, when he is preparing a questionnaire, when he is uh, filling the questionnaire, అన్ని yes మెడికల్ డేటాబేస్ ఉన్నాయంటాడు, ఇంజనీరింగ్ డేటాబేస్ ఉన్నాయంటాడు, తెలుగు డేటాబేసెస్ ఉన్నాయంటే అన్ని ఉన్నాయని అంటాడు. బట్ లేనిది ఏముండదు, ఆయన దగ్గర అన్ని ఉంటుంది. బట్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే ఆయనకి ఏం తెలియదు, ఏదో అన్ని రైట్లో పెట్టుకుంటూ పోతాడు. మనం వీ హ్యావ్ టు క్రాస్ వెరిఫై. ఎందుకు తీసుకోవాలి సార్ మరి అట్లాంటి ఆయన తోటానంటే, నో బికాస్ హీఈస్ వర్కింగ్ ఏ లైబ్రరీ ఫర్ దాట్. ఐ సెడ్ some people they have a knowledge, some people they may don't have a knowledge, though సార్ అట్లా కాదు సార్, ఇట్లా దానికోసం వచ్చిన ఐ నీడ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, నాకు అర్థం కాదా నువ్వు నింపుకోవాలని, లేకపోతే ఏంటంటే నాకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు నువ్వు చెప్పు ఒకసారి అంటే, సార్ గిది అని నిమ్మలంగా ఓర్పుతోటి పేషెన్సీ తోటి we have to tell them, you have to squeeze the data from his mind. Squeeze అంటే గుంజడం కాదు, ఐ మీన్ నా ఇంటెన్షన్ ఏంటంటే we can get the data from his actual factual data from his mind, isn't it? See, there is a lot of techniques we are going to get the collecting the data. I said sir, what is the latest technique? ఇవన్నీ జనరలైజ్ టెక్నిక్స్ కదా. వాట్ ఈస్ ది లేటెస్ట్ టెక్నిక్స్ సార్? Observation. What are the latest techniques in the interview, sir? What is the latest technique in the questionnaire, sir? When we are in the wave of corona, how we collected data? 70% of the data is collected, 80% of the data is collected through the online questionnaire, Google questionnaire. Interview ఎట్లా తీసుకున్నారు సార్ అంటే, from the mobile phone, from the WhatsApp call, from the various Skype, various sources we are take the interview and get the data. ఇప్పుడు మీరు కూడా when we are going to appear the examinations, పుస్తకంలో ఇదే ఉంది సార్, this the same thing we are going to apply, not like that. What is the latest area on that? Some same thing you have to mention on that, isn't it? Because and only sir we read it regarding questionnaire, open-ended, closed-ended questionnaire. The same thing you can write it, that's good. But what are the latest techniques on the data collection? What are the latest techniques on the observation method? What are the latest techniques, tools we are going to use, the data collection tools in the observation, interview, and questionnaire preparation, and all those things. Because latest techniques also we have to implement, I mean apply it. Then only we will get the we are up to the competitive world. Otherwise, most of the people say that, librarian came radu, we don't know. Because sir, is it necessary to know the research methodology? Yes, we have to know, because every researcher has to get collect the data from the libraries only. Libraries means nothing but the librarian. He is going to help to them. He is going to give the finding the data. So see, there is lot of information he is going to know, and he is going to provide the resources, online resources, offline resources to the users. because that's what research we have to know. Because earlier many people, I said I think last 2 3 before classes I said that అమ్మ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ నాకు కావాలి యాక్సెస్ అంటే ఇక అక్వైర్ అంటే ఎట్లా ఏం చెప్తాము లైబ్రరీ సైన్స్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ లో ఏం చెప్తామమ్మా?
Retrieval.
Yes, we are getting the data and we are getting the resources. You said acquiring the resources means you said that retrieval. ఇంకేమున్నాయి? చెప్పినాను కొన్ని ఒక 2 3 టర్మ్స్ చెప్పాను మీకు. సంధ్య, అక్వైషన్ రాస్తారు ఎవరో దీపిక. అమ్మ నేను చెప్పాను మీకు, యాక్చువల్ గా చెప్పాలంటే డాటాను సేకరించాలా, దాన్ని ఏమంటాం మనం? అక్వైరింగ్ ది డాటా, isn't it? Somebody said that retrieving the data. Somebody said that information finding, information discovering, isn't it? Information discovering. Where we are discovering అంటే కొత్తగా మనం ఏం కనిపెడతలేం, కాకపోతే ఏంటంటే ఆ సమూహంలో ఉన్నది we are collecting, we are acquiring the resources, we are getting the data, we are collecting the data, we are finding the data, we are... హలో అమ్మా, ఎవరు మాట్లాడొద్దమ్మా. Unmute yourself. Samsung ఎస్ అన్నమాట. So finding, collecting the data, acquiring the data, or discovering the data. The same thing, latest technology when we are going to use, latest terms are also applicable in the library and information science. In your coming examinations, you have to know, you have to speak like that with the research scholars, academicians, in your academic works, with your academic colleagues, because they will recognize, they will know that yes, about librarian is having lot of knowledge in the area of research, isn't it? These all are part and parcel of the data collection techniques, data collection tools, and all those things. Yes, ఒక్కొక్కరు చెప్పండి ఈ రోజు ఏమి మీకు అర్థమైంది, ఏం అర్థం కాలో చెప్పండి. ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ. ఒక్కరన్నా చెప్పండి అమ్మా.
సార్ నాకు మాత్రం ఇది అంటే అర్థమైంది సార్. ఈ ఓపెన్ ఎండెడ్ అదొకటి, నెక్స్ట్ అలాగే
Okay.
పోతే ఏంటంటే స్ట్రక్చర్ అన్స్ట్రక్చర్ అది అర్థమైంది. అబ్జర్వేషన్ అంటే మనం ఒక అవుట్ అంటే అవుటర్ పర్సన్ ఎలా అబ్జర్వేషన్ చేస్తాము,
అంటే
పార్టిసిపెంట్
అవతల
చేసి
పర్సన్ ఒక్కటే కాదు, అక్కడ ఒక్కటే ఏంటంటే అవతల పర్సన్ ఒక్కటే
జస్ట్
కాదు.
ఎగ్జాంపుల్ గా చెప్తున్నాను సార్.
Yes, yes,
అంటే
okay, good, good, good,
అన్ని
good.
థింగ్స్ ని ఎగ్జాంపుల్ గా, అంటే నాట్
Okay.
పార్టిసిపెంట్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, మనం పార్టిసిపెంట్ చేయకుండానే వాళ్ళ గురించి మనకు తెలియని ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇవ్వడం.
Yes, good.
నెక్స్ట్
Good, good.
ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే శాంప్లింగ్ టెక్నిక్స్. అంటే శాంప్లింగ్ అంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏదైనా కెమికల్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏదైనా చేస్తున్నాం అనుకోండి సార్, ప్రయోగం చేస్తున్నాం అనుకోండి, దానికి కావాల్సిన ఏమైనా శాంపిల్స్ తీసుకుంటాం. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఈ శాంప్లింగ్ అనేది నాకు అర్థం కాలేదు సార్.
అంటే మీకు వస్తుంది, ఎక్కడ వస్తుంది అని అంటే మెథడాలజీలో యూ విల్ గెట్.
ఓకే ఓకే
Sir, sorry to interrupt you.
యా ప్లీజ్ యా ప్లీజ్.
Sir, very good evening, sir.
వెరీ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
Sir, ఎవరైతే మ్యూట్ వేసుకోకుండా క్లాస్ డిస్టర్బ్ చేస్తున్నారో వాళ్ళకి ప్లీజ్ యు ఆర్ ద కో-హోస్ట్, యు కెన్ మ్యూట్ దెమ్, sir. We are getting
Yeah.
lot of disturbance here. We are unable
Yes,
to
sir.
hear
Because
just
no, because I asked the questions and how much of class you understand. That's why they open. Or otherwise earlier only Samsung SM M317F.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
person,
317F.
Yeah,
They are not
because
they are not
it's
muting.
ah, yeah. Because research is it's not a new. Every day in your life it is going on. But thing is, when we are going to apply the systematic tools, systematic methods, and scientific methods or scientific tools, when we are going to apply, we can say that this is only the research. She said now sampling techniques, sir. Sampling techniques, what is it? It means, sir, when we are going to use chemistry, suppose example in the chemistry, as the same thing in the methodology. Yes, methodology also is same thing, but the the range, it will be different. The area will be, it will be different. And many of the people, many of the research institutions, many of the government institutions or R&D institutions, based on your problem, based on your topic, based on your research, which methodology is up for that, which techniques you are going to use for that, which data collection tool is help for you, and all those things it may considered in your research. Yeah, absolutely, because such type of questions is required, because when we are going to, even teacher also going to use that questions, people, if students, they may not really understand. If you pose that question second time, we okay, that time one student asked the question, when we are going to take that particular sample technique classes, we are going to give elaborate information that particular area, because because when we are going to concentrate, then only you will understand. Otherwise ఏమో సార్ వచ్చిండి చెప్పిండు, అబ్జర్వేషన్ అన్నాడు, క్వశ్చనర్ అన్నాడు, దాని తర్వాత ఇంకోటి అన్నాడు, ఆయన ఒక అర్ధ గంట సేపు ముట్టుకున్నాడు, ఆయన పని ఆయన వెళ్తాడు. నాట్ లైక్ దట్, we have to concentrate on that. And I said already, you have to read your books, and simultaneously what are the latest techniques are there, are also you have to include in your question paper, question to the answer. Because how you are going to adapt your IT or not, because what's happening around you in your area, whether you have to know or not, how we have to know, because pustakam knowledge andariki untundi. Pustakam knowledge, at the same time, what is the IT applicable in your area, then only because you have to emerge in this competitive world, or otherwise ఏ అందరితో పాటు నలుగురితో పాటు నారని. It's not like that. LIS profession is different, because you are guide to the all the subjects. You have to know all the areas of the work, all areas of the 4 areas of the work that you have to know, isn't it? Inga anybody, any question? Because uh, uh, today we discussed about the primary, secondary sources, tertiary sources, questionnaire, observation, and interview methods. What are the latest techniques in these particular 3 areas? What are the primary sources? What are the secondary sources? What are the indirect sources? Tertiary sources. These 3 resources, how he is going to help to the research and observation method, primary, and questionnaire, and interview method, participative, non-participative, open-ended, closed-ended, structured, unstructured, and what are the benefits, and all those things we will learn. After completion of my class, just you glance and look into your uh, today class, just you have to get the knowledge, because I give in a glance information, but some terms, yes,
సార్
Yeah.
ప్రాబబిలిటీ సాంప్లింగ్ అది ఒకసారి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి.
మీకు వస్తుంది నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ చెప్తాను. సాంప్లింగ్ లో ప్రాబబిలిటీ సాంప్లింగ్ ఏంటిది,
నాట్ ప్రాబబిలిటీ
ఈ ఏమేమి సాంప్లింగ్స్ ఉంటాయి, సాటిస్ఫైడ్ ర్యాండమ్ సాంప్లింగ్ అంటే ఏంటుంది, అవి నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ స్పెసిఫిక్ క్లాస్ ఫర్ దాట్.
సార్ వన్
టుమారో
స్మాల్
క్లాస్ సార్.
చెప్తాను, చెప్పండి.
ఇంటర్వ్యూ మెథడ్ మనకి
ఆ.
లైబ్రరీలో ఎలా యూజ్ అవుతుంది సార్?
లైబ్రరీలో ఎలా యూజ్ అవుతుంది అనే దానికంటే మన అవర్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ డాటా కలెక్షన్. లైబ్రరీలో ఎందుకు యూజ్ కాదు, నేను లైబ్రరీని డెవలప్ చేద్దాం అనుకుంటా, ఐ నీడ్ స్పెసిఫిక్ డాటా ఫ్రమ్ ది ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ ఫ్రమ్ ది స్టూడెంట్స్, బికాస్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఇఫ్ లైబ్రరీ అంటే దే ఫీల్ ఫియరింగ్, పిల్లలు భయపడుతున్నారు. నేనేం చేస్తాను, మీ ఒక క్వశ్చన్ ఇది ఇచ్చేసి రాసేసి బాబు దాంట్లో పెట్టి సజెషన్ బాక్స్ లేరా అని చెప్పేసి క్వశ్చన్ ఇస్తాను. వాడు క్వశ్చనర్ కింద ఆయన పేరు కూడా రాయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు, నువ్వు రాసేయండి. బికాస్ ఇఫ్ ద పీపుల్ హ్యావ్ నేమ్ అనుకోండి, అరే నువ్వు నా గురించి చెడ్డగా రాస్తావా అని నెక్స్ట్ టైం మనం వాడి గురించి సీరియస్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ చేస్తాం. వాడు ఎట్లయినా నేను చెడ్డోని మని మీరు 4 సార్లు అన్న అనుకోండి, నేను హట్ అయితే కదా, మిమ్మల్ని మీరు నన్ను ఇబ్బంది పెట్టినట్టే కదా. సో అందుకని వితౌట్ నేమ్ విల్ పుట్ ఏ వన్ క్వశ్చనర్ అండ్ గివ్ ఇట్ టు ది స్టూడెంట్, అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ మై సర్వీస్, వాట్ ఈస్ మై పర్ఫార్మెన్స్, వాట్ ఈస్ అవర్ రిసోర్సెస్, what is our opinion about our resources of library, opinion about of collection, opinion about of library and services, are you satisfied with the available services, or just you like giving that questionnaire, and he will at least each class time you circulate it, and they will give some information, and you can find it and conclude the data. Yes, how majority of the people what they will require, what they are seeking, what they are required actually, that you supposed to put it. And నా దగ్గర అన్ని ఉన్నాయి అనేది కాదు, రియల్లీ ఏమి యూజర్స్ కి కావాలనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్
అంటే
కదా.
లైబ్రరీకి కావాల్సిన తెలుసుకోవడానికి యూజ్ అవుతుంది. వితౌట్ పర్సన్ నేమ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ మెథడ్ అంటే మనం వాళ్ళని ఇంటర్వ్యూ చేసినట్టే, బట్ వితౌట్ నేమ్ వాళ్ళు మనకు ఆన్సర్స్ ఇస్తారు. అది లైబ్రరీకి ఎలా యూజ్ అవుతుంది అంటే మనం ఏం మిస్టేక్ చేస్తున్నాము, లైబ్రరీ వాళ్ళకి ఏం రిసోర్సెస్ కావాలి.
డాటా కలెక్షన్ లో ఒక టెక్నిక్, ఒక మెథడ్, ఒక టెక్నిక్. అట్లే ఇప్పుడు సంబడి సెట్ జస్ట్ లైక్ ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ అనుకోండి, ఇంకోటి అనుకోండి, హౌ యూఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు, అంటే ఇవంతా దేనికనంటే వీఆర్ ఫైండింగ్ న్యూ థింగ్, వీఆర్ ఫైండింగ్ ఏ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఫర్ ది ఫ్యాక్ట్. అట్లా ఒక్కొక్క దానికి ఒక్కొక్క థింగ్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు యూజ్ ఫర్ దాట్ అన్న. ఇంకా ఎనీథింగ్?
Nothing, sir. I continue class better it is, but next class is there.
No, some other people they may shout.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
టుమారో ఏదైనా
Yes.
వీలుంటే ఎక్స్ట్రా క్లాస్ తీసుకోండి సార్.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
క్యాన్సిల్
My
అయిన అవర్స్.
opinion also same.
Sure. Definitely. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.